it's all perfect, isn't it? Just by way of contextualizing, Walt Whitman, one of America's great poets, of course, was living in a period where the noise of machines wasn't as prevalent in our lives today. And my firm conviction is that within the hearing membrane of these people, that they heard sound completely different. And that they truly knew the vibration of someone's might through the voice. That we know that, for example, it is written in social documents that when young men went to their sweetheart's fathers to ask for her hand in marriage, that he would listen to the words and the sound of this man's voice, the young man's voice. And if he didn't trust, then the troth was not plighted, they called it. So Benjamin Disraeli, who was only living in the 19th century, the beginning of the 19th century, and was a prime minister for Queen Victoria, said that the voice is an index of the character. So it has, you know, Walt Whitman was coming out of this brew, coming out of that soup. And he wrote a poem about the vitality of vocalism. It's quite long, but I will annotate it. And one of the things that I wanted to share was, are you full-lunged and limber-lipped from long trial, from vigorous practice, from vital physique? Do you move in those broad lands, as broad as they are? Come duly to the divine power to speak words, for only after years of chastity, friendship, procreation, prudence, nakedness, treading ground and breasting river and lake, after a loosened throat, after absorbing eras, temperaments, races, knowledge, freedom, crimes, after complete faith, after clarifyings, elevations, removing obstructions, after these and many more, it just becomes possible that it comes to a man or a woman the divine power to speak words. Then toward that man, toward that woman, swiftly hasten all, none refuse, all attend. Oh, what is it in me that makes me tremble so at voices? Surely whoever speaks to me in the right voice, him or her I shall follow, as the water follows the moon, silently, with fluid steps, anywhere around the globe, all wait for the right voices. I'm annotating, it's quite long, but isn't it beautiful?
So beautiful.
Vitality of sound. It's an amazing anthem, isn't it, that beseeches us to really find the vitality and the stillness, and then allow our voices to be the mighty beings that we could become by choosing noble words and by allowing those words to literally resonate through the whole of our beings. What else is there?
Right. And whether those words are because we speak, or because we coo a baby to sleep, or because we're moved to song. I sing every morning, sometimes as my spiritual practice. There's 3 songs that I sing, a chant, I sing the Lord's Prayer, and I sing a song that a woman shared with me once in circle that has stayed with me, and it brings in the divine feminine, the divine masculine, and the integration of all as well between these 3 songs. But then sometimes I'm, making a nice cup of fresh brewed coffee, and I grind my own beans, and I start a song that is the vibration of the grinder going, and that starts the sound and the song and the dance in the kitchen. And we make these sounds that are our lives. And I think so many people have known the both self-imposed, culturally imposed, but more so ancestrally carried on habit of becoming mute. I will close my own expression down, and that's a painful place from which to live. And I think that as I tap in both to souls all over the planet, and then also what I'm, people I work with directly, I'm very much aware that this call to raise our voices. Raise your voice, but different than we might have done even 40 or 50 years ago, when we might have said, raise your voice. We might have been doing it in the fight.
Yes.
Right? And now it's raise your voice, like open to divine consciousness and raise your voice.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
just as we did by working in the fields and singing.
Yes.
And as we know, the great Nego spirituals arose out of singing in the fields, and the singing did the work.
The singing did the work.